Hi, everybody. Time once again for your guide to the Big South Network, all that's streaming here at BigSouthSports.com. I'm Mark Bryant, your Director of Multimedia Development with the Big South Conference. Very happy to be with you to talk about this week in September here, the 9th through the 15th. 17 streaming offerings for you coming up. And we'll talk about football first. You may have guessed from the background, and that is where we're going, to the gridiron. Only a pair of games on the Big South Network this week, as a lot of folks hitting the road for this week. But we've got Charleston Southern at home, Wofford at CSU. That's a 1:30 kick, and American International is at Stony Brook, and this is the debut for the year for Stony Brook. They'll kick off at 6 o'clock on Saturday the 11th, and that's your full slate for Big South football on the Big South Network. But it's only the beginning of what we've got for you this week, because there are a lot more games on tap. Let's talk about men's soccer, and let's do it with a more appropriate backdrop. How about that? Men's soccer all begins Friday. Georgia Southern at High Point, and that's a 7 o'clock kick. Howard at Coastal Carolina at 7:30. So two games for you on Friday evening, the 10th, and bypass Saturday and go straight into Sunday, the 12th, and it's Wofford again. We saw them in football. We see them now in men's soccer, and they'll face Coastal, a 3 o'clock kick, and then at 3:30, Mercer at High Point. So a quartet of games, 2 on Friday evening, 2 on Sunday afternoon for us for men's soccer. We go to women's soccer, and we have 4 games over there as well. Just one on Thursday. That's Campbell at Radford. That's at 7 o'clock. And then a trio of games on the pitch for Sunday. Old Dominion at Radford. That's at 1. Count them up. Then we go to 2 o'clock with Wofford at UNC Asheville, and 3 o'clock with Morehead State at Gardner-Webb. 1, 2, 3 on Sunday, and of course the additional game on Thursday evening. And those are your 4 games for women's soccer. So you say, what about volleyball? We got that too. There you go. How about volleyball? 7 matches this week on the court across the nets for you, and it all start out with There's almost a theme. Wofford in every sport this week. Honorary member of the conference this week, apparently, the Terriers. Wofford at Gardner-Webb, 7 o'clock on Friday the 10th. Then Saturday the 11th, we have 3 for you there. Norfolk at Coastal Carolina at noon. Also at noon, Kennesaw State at Gardner-Webb. And then switching to the evening, South Carolina State at Coastal. So we'll have a day-night doubleheader of sorts for the Chanticleers in volleyball. And that gets us through Saturday. We've got 3 more for you coming up. On Tuesday, that's the 14th, James Madison at Liberty, and then USC Upstate at Gardner-Webb, and Campbell at High Point. All of those will serve up at 7 o'clock. So 2 in football, 4 in men's soccer, 4 in women's soccer, and 7 in volleyball. 17 streaming options for you overall the week of the 9th through the 15th. So what do you do if you want one of these? Well, of course, you can subscribe by the game. These are all available as individual game subscriptions. You can get a whole sport if you want. I'd say I want all the football. Order all the football. We'll give you that in one package. If you want all the volleyball, and there's a lot of volleyball being streamed this year, you can get all of that all the way through the conference tournament, all in with one order. You never have to worry about picking up individual matches again. Same goes, of course, for soccer. If you want all these, I like soccer, volleyball, football, you can get the season pass, the fall pass. That will get you the whole kit and caboodle there, everything for the fall sports. If you're also a fan of basketball and baseball, though, you say, I want the whole thing. So you can get it year-round and get every event we do. So by the game, by the sport, by the season, by the year, it's all here for you. BigSouthSports.com. And that's not the only place to find us. You'll also find us at Twitter.com, Facebook.com, and YouTube.com, all /Big South Sports. So that should be fairly easy to find and remember. But if you should happen to forget, they are all linked off the homepage at BigSouthSports.com, as is our blog, Big South Shout, on Blogger there. So all of those can be accessed. If you are trying to watch a streaming game and you're having difficulty, you're having some sort of problem with the video streaming, let our folks at Fan Support know. New Lion, Neulion. The New Lion is our web and streaming host. You call them at 877-967-3267 or email fansupport, all one word, fansupport at New Lion. Again, that's Neulion BigSouthNetwork.com. Be sure to specify billing, technical support, whatever your area of need may be. And while you're looking around the Big South Network, don't forget to check out those new programs that are starting to show up. Very proud of the Big South Super 7, our best 7 plays of the last 7 days, our second edition going up. And we've got the Big South Flipped on Campus, lots of interesting experiences being shared from our member schools for you, not available anywhere else but through the school or through the conference. So you definitely want to check those out. And coming soon, the Big South Coach Camp, also going to be a lot of fun. Your conference connection, Big South Network, thank you so much. We will talk to you again in a week's time. Enjoy the games.